New rule, just because the press is willing to make a fuss about every aspect of your life doesn't mean you have to take them up on it. You don't have to be on television every minute of every day. You're the president, not a rerun of Law and Order.
Martha Zoller is a conservative radio talk show host, and nationally syndicated radio talk show host Lionel also joins us. Martha, do you think it's a problem to have the president out there talking about all the issues that people care about?
Well, no, I think if he's talking about the issues people care about, that's fine. But I never agree with Bill Maher, but I think that he is a little overexposed, and he doesn't have to take the press with him everywhere he goes. It's a historic presidency, but I agree with Bill. He needs to look like he's working a little harder.
Lionel, do you think that he's not working very hard?
Well, I want to remind the country and the world, it's been 5 months. This poor guy's gone through economic collapse, banking. He had, you ready for this? Swine flu. He woke up one morning and they said, guess what? Pirates. What's next? Pestilence? Look, I agree with Bill Maher. I get the impression, though, that he's trying to show us, like, hey, this is pretty cool. I'm president. Hey, Joe, want a burger? Poor Biden saying, I want a what? But the Brian Williams piece,
Lionel,
NBC.
did you and I just agree?
You know, I just changed my mind. I must be
here's
doing
the thing is,
something
why
wrong.
shouldn't, given that we have all these issues, Martha, given that we have all the issues, the health care, the economy, Iraq, Afghanistan, why shouldn't the American people see Obama dealing with regular things so they get an idea of what type of person, what type of president he is, how he thinks, how does he approach a hamburger? I suppose some people might think, well, that might also help explain some things about how he approaches foreign policy.
Who
right?
says that? Who says how does he handle a hamburger?
Lionel, the more I learn about you, about getting a hamburger, the more I can predict how you're going to deal with something on your radio show.
You got a point there, Shooter. You got a point.
There's a difference. There's a difference between what we want and what we need. We don't need to see the president 24/7. He doesn't need to be out there 24/7. And look, I'm one of these people that disagree with him vehemently on a number of issues, but I have faith that I don't need to see him every day to know that he's going to work.
Lionel, is it our fault or is it the president's fault?
Look, I don't blame him.
It's
I was
our
going to say,
fault.
the Brian Williams piece was fantastic. When he was showing, hey, Brian, look at this. You know what this is? This is called the nuclear football. Push this. You just blew up Bermuda. He's enjoying himself. I think it's great. Come on, Jackie Kennedy walked us around, though not as exciting as Brian Williams. Then again, who is, for that matter?
Jackie Kennedy wasn't the president.
You know, you're right. You're right about that.
No, she wasn't the president.
Okay, we're going to...
What difference does that make? The point is, she showed us this place. Bush hid for 8 years. Every now and then, when he was running for election, he'd pop out of his hole. We'd see him. This is the exact opposite. It's not critical. Maher had to come up with something different, for God's sakes. He doesn't look like a sycophant all the time.
Okay, speaking of something different, want to change topics quickly to this developing story. Leon Panetta, in his interview with the New Yorker magazine, said it was almost as if former Vice President Dick Cheney was wishing that this country would be attacked. Since we got on air, Martha and Lionel, the CIA came out, said the director does not believe the former Vice President wants an attack. You've got this back and forth parsing of words. Martha, what do you think here?
Well, look, well, let me just tell you first, I think that the speech, those back-to-back speeches a couple of weeks ago, and what I heard from my listeners and from the people around, that was the best back and forth that they'd seen in a long time. They wish they had seen that during the campaign. And that what we need to see is more of that kind of discussion of issues in the election, not waiting until afterwards. You know, I think that Panetta was right to back down. I think he got away with the statements about Pelosi, but not about these.
Lionel, should he have backed down? Should he have given the apology?
Listen. He went Biden for just a moment, okay? That's the new urban myth, dictionary term. He went Biden. But here's the thing. Look, no matter how bad Cerberus, the Prince of Darkness, you know, Mr. Potter Cheney is, I don't think he's doing a novena hoping for another 9/11. But mark my words, if something ever happens again, you're going to hear the loudest, aha! I told you! So, you're against waterboarding now. I still have the manuals. He doesn't want it to happen, but he's looking for vindication. He's looking to rewrite his script. No, he doesn't want it to happen. That was stupid of Panetta. Nobody cares. After next week, it's going to be all over with. But you know he wants to be vindicated, and he'll be the first one to say, I was right about putting bugs in boxes and stress positions and all of that.
Lionel
and
Martha
I don't think
Zoller,
it's
thank you
rewriting the
both.
script, it's getting the truth out. Thank you, guys.
Martha Zoller and Lionel,
Sheer
thank you both so much.
profundity.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it. And you know,
I appreciate it more.
the way to solve this, let's get Liz Cheney on. I want to repeat my invitation to Liz Cheney. Come on, tell us what your dad was thinking. We can talk about Leon Panetta. We can talk about everything else.